We often sacrifice so much for the people we love, showing our heart and care. But many times, these very people end up disappointing us, taking advantage of our kindness to serve their own interests. Have you ever experienced someone who only appears when they need help, then disappears once they've achieved their goal? How can we regain control in such situations? Today, let's explore 9 important things that men should avoid in relationships, drawing from the time-tested philosophy of Stoicism. Try applying these principles, and you will notice positive changes in your relationships, along with a stronger sense of control over your life. If you're facing difficulties in your relationship, take a seat, open your heart, and let's begin this journey together. 1. Don't change yourself just to please others. Imagine trying to force a square peg into a round hole. The more you push, the more pain and exhaustion you feel. That's the feeling when you try to change yourself to fit others' expectations. This incompatibility creates a void inside, a sense of feeling lost and incomplete. You are not a chameleon. You are a unique individual with your own thoughts, emotions, and values. When you try to become a copy of someone else, you deny your true self. Think of the flowers in a garden. Each flower has its own color, shape, and fragrance. This diversity is what makes the garden beautiful. Life is a book, and you are the author. Don't let anyone else hold the pen and write on your blank pages. Create your own colorful stories, surprising chapters, and make your life a unique masterpiece that reflects your individuality. As Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Be yourself, and you will find true happiness. 2. Don't let your life revolve around one person. In life, love is a priceless gift, but when love becomes the sole focus, it can turn into a cage that restricts you. You spend too much time, energy, and thought on one person, to the point where you forget your own values and dreams. Imagine you're a small star, always orbiting around another star. No matter how bright you shine, you're just a faint satellite in their orbit. In this position, you'll never have the chance to explore the vast universe and shine with your own light. Everyone carries their own dreams and aspirations. Don't let those dreams be buried under the dust of sacrifice and compromise. Dare to dream, to think, and to act to make those dreams a reality. Life is too short to live for others and forget yourself. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Step out from someone else's shadow and be the lead role in your own story. 3. Don't sacrifice your mental health and happiness. Have you ever felt exhausted, worn out from constantly trying to please others? It's like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, while you yourself are left forgotten. That's what it feels like when you sacrifice your mental health for others' happiness. Sacrificing your own happiness to please others is like pouring water into an already full glass. No matter how hard you try, the water overflows, and you're the one who gets wet first. Happiness and mental health are the most precious jewels you own. They are the foundation upon which you build a meaningful life. Don't let anyone take those jewels from you just to make them happy. You deserve happiness and peace, your life, your joy. Hold on to them and protect them. No one has the right to take them away. 4. Don't distance yourself from friends and family for someone else. When you push friends and family away to pursue a new relationship, you're like cutting off the branches that have weathered countless storms with you. These branches have shielded you from the sun and rain, helping you stand strong against fierce winds. Are you sure that the new branch will be strong enough for you to lean on? The philosopher Plato once compared people to soil. Soil can either nurture green life or cause it to wither. Your friends and family are the soil from which you were born and grew up. They are the ones who planted the seeds of love and valuable life lessons in you. Cherish and protect that soil. Don't let fleeting relationships overshadow the value of these lasting bonds. Remember, family and friends are those who stand by you. Whether you succeed or fail, become rich or poor, they are your most precious asset. Don't lose them in a moment of impulsiveness. 5. Don't spend too much time on others. Don't get caught in the whirlpool of always meeting others' demands. Set clear boundaries for your time and energy. When you spend too much time on others, you inadvertently neglect yourself and your own goals. The philosopher Seneca once said, "The problem is not that life is too short, but that we live it too slowly." Every passing moment is an opportunity to live fully and create value. Don't let negative relationships or meaningless tasks consume too much of your time. Think of time as a precious asset, invested in activities that help you grow, pursue passions, and build healthy relationships. When you do things you love, you feel happier and more fulfilled. Remember, your life is yours, and you have the right to choose how you spend your time. 6. Don't reveal your entire past. Everyone's past is a personal story containing lessons, scars, and beautiful moments. Difficult times, no matter how painful, are essential pieces that shape who you are today. However, sharing your past with others is like opening the door to your most private room. Not everyone has the empathy and kindness to appreciate what you share. Some might use that information to judge, mock, or even hurt you. So choose carefully what you want to share, and only with people who genuinely care and whom you trust deeply. Remember, trust takes time to build and is easy to break. Your story is yours. Not everyone deserves to know all of it. 7. Don't agree just to please others. Have you ever felt like a leaf floating on water, helplessly following others' requests? When you constantly say yes to please others, you gradually lose your own voice. Imagine being swept up in a whirlwind of expectations, and the more you try to satisfy others, the more exhausted and empty you feel. Saying yes too often causes you to lose confidence and your ability to make decisions for yourself. You start to feel like you're living someone else's life, not your own. Remember, happiness doesn't come from pleasing others. It comes from living true to yourself. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Learn to say no when needed. Don't let yourself become a supporting role in someone else's life. Be yourself, and you will find freedom and peace. 8. Don't let the fear of loneliness control you. When the fear of loneliness takes over, it feels like a lost ship drifting in the vast ocean, directionless. Every wave brings a new anxiety about being alone, making you feel even more lost and afraid. However, solitude is not the same as loneliness. Solitude is simply being alone, while loneliness is the sadness of feeling alone. You can be alone, yet feel energized and happy when you're exploring yourself and pursuing your passions. Learn to embrace solitude. It's a valuable time to connect deeply with yourself. Take time to listen to your inner voice. Discover your interests, passions, and the things that make you happy. When you love and appreciate yourself, you become more confident in building healthy and meaningful relationships. Genuine relationships are when two souls connect, grow together, and support each other. Don't let the fear of loneliness make you settle for unhealthy relationships. Choose people who bring you joy, security, and a sense of being loved. 9. Don't forget to celebrate small victories. Life rushes by like a gust of wind, pulling us into the whirlwind of worries and responsibilities. In this fast-paced world, we often focus so much on meeting others' expectations that we forget the small achievements we've made. Like a mountain climber, we only see the peak, forgetting to appreciate the firm steps that brought us up each meter. Every small step you take, whether completing a small task, learning something new, or simply getting through a challenging day, is a victory worth celebrating. These are the building blocks that form the foundation of your success. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "Happiness does not depend on what you have, but on what you think about what you have." Rather than waiting for others to recognize your accomplishments, take a moment to appreciate them yourself. Remember, the greatest satisfaction comes from within, when you see that your efforts have paid off. Life is a canvas that you paint yourself. You get to choose the colors, strokes, and theme of that painting. Don't let anyone else hold the brush and change your artwork. You are the master of your life, and you have the full right to choose your path. Stoic philosophers have taught us that true freedom is not doing whatever we want, but controlling what we can. It is accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what we can do. When you understand and apply this, you will feel a much greater sense of freedom and peace. When you feel pulled by expectations, pause and ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Listen to your inner voice and follow what your heart tells you. Don't be afraid to say no to unsuitable demands, and don't hesitate to pursue your own dreams. Live an authentic life, true to yourself, and you will find genuine happiness.